Welcome back. In this new video, I'm going to be sharing an extraordinary story. The story of Dr. Anna Julia Cooper. She was born enslaved and died legendary. And this is her story. She had no name. The law recognized no rights, no future. She was born into slavery in Raleigh, North Carolina, the daughter of an enslaved woman named Anna. The world she was born into had already decided what she was: property. Then the Civil War ended, and the little girl who had been someone else's possession decided she wanted one thing more than anything else: an education. When St. Augustine Normal School opened its door in Raleigh in 1968, she was there. Her name was Anna Julia Haywood, and she was brilliant in a way that made the people uncomfortable. The school offered its most advanced courses only to male students. Women, they said, only needed enough education to teach the basic manage a household. Anna didn't argue. She demanded they let her in. She outperformed every student in the room. She didn't stop there. At a time when most of Americans didn't believe black women belonged in higher education at all, Anna enrolled in Oberlin College in Ohio, one of the only schools in the country that admitted both women and black students. She earned a bachelor degree in mathematics in 1884, a master's in mathematics in 1887. A black woman, two degrees in mathematics. In the 1880s, she moved to Washington, D.C., and began teaching at M. High Street High School by 1902. She was its principal, the first black woman to, to lead the school, and she ran it unlike anything America had been seen before. She didn't teach a student to be servant. She taught them Latin, Greek, advanced mathematics, classical literature. She prepared them for Harvard, Yale, and Oberlin at a time when most of America insisted black students weren't capable of higher learning. The student walked through those university doors and proved Americans wrong. The school board, men who believed black children should be trained for manual labor, not intellectual achievement, were furious. In 1906, they forced her out as a principal, manufacturing reason to justify removing her. She kept teaching, she kept writing, she kept going. In 1892, she had published Voice from the South, one of the earliest books by a black woman examining race and gender in America. Inside it, she wrote a sentence that could outlast in America her critics, her obstacles, and nearly everyone who ever tried to silence her. The cause of freedom is not the cause of a race or a sect, a party or a class. It's the cause of humankind. Most America wasn't ready for those words, but she wrote them anyway. Then in her 60s, when most people are thinking about slowing down, Anna did something extraordinary. She went to Paris. She enrolled at the Sorbonne, one of Europe's most prestigious universities. She crossed the Atlantic Ocean. She wrote a dissertation in French. She studied the history of slavery through the lens of the French Revolution. She did all of this while teaching full-time back in Washington, D.C., and raising children she had taken in as her own. In 1925, at the age of 66, Anna Julia Cooper stood before the faculty of the University of Paris and defended a doctoral dissertation. They awarded her a PhD. She became one of the first African American women in history to earn a doctorate, and she did it in a foreign language or on another continent decades after most people would have stopped dreaming. She still didn't stop. She taught for another 15 years, then she founded Ferguson University, a night school for working black adults in Washington, D.C., who had never had access to education. She served as its president until she was 84 years old. Anna Julia Cooper lived to be 105. She was born when slavery was still legal in America. She lived through Reconstruction, Jim Crow, two world wars, the Harlem Renaissance, and the early fire of the civil rights movement. She died on February 27, 1964, just months after Martin Luther King Jr. stood before the Lincoln Memorial and told the world about his dream. She had been living that dream for over a century. Today, the words she wrote in 1892, "The cause of freedom is not the cause of a race or a sect, a party or a class. It's the cause of humankind," are printed inside every United States passport. Millions of Americans carry her words across borders to airport into foreign countries. Most of them have never heard a name. She was born property. She died one of the most educated women in America, with her words in the pocket of every United States citizen traveling the world. Not bad for someone, the law once said, had no rights, no voice, and no future. Dr. Anna Julia Cooper, born enslaved, died legendary. And this is the extraordinary story I want to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video.